When sex becomes the substitute for love, guys, he doesn't want to commit. That's my series for the entire week. This is day 4, guys. Day 4, okay? Let's get into it. My name is Nancy Mitchell with Love Guru, your guide to better relationships. Let's go. Again, he doesn't want to commit, guys. I have been in this situation for years and years and years and years and years and didn't get a commitment. And then at the end of the day, I felt so stupid. So, I don't know, just like a fool. Like, I sat there for so long and just it didn't work out for me. Okay. I'm gonna go through sex. I do like sex. I'm so bad. Anyway, let's get good. When sex becomes the substitute for love, okay? Sex. My mind got, what do you call it? Like when you have a brain freeze. My mind like just go like this. So anyway, sorry. Okay, when I talk about sex, I always laugh. I don't know why. I know why, because it's a taboo question, right? A taboo topic. Like all these Christians and everybody, they always sing that, oh my God, you can't talk about sex. You can't talk about sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Yeah, that's the reason, because it's always taboo and always just so crazy. You start talking about sex with anybody and they look at you like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? Like, why are you talking about sex? And I'm looking at them like, let me not say that word. You're looking at them like, what's wrong with you? Why is it that we can't talk about sex? Why? Sex, 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 sex. It is what it is. We can talk about it. Okay. Let me get to these problems for, again, when sex becomes substitute for love. Okay. Number 1, intimacy feels deep but doesn't equal commitment. Okay. So intimacy feels deep but doesn't equal commitment. I mean, sex is so good and sex nice. It's so nice, right? So you feel so good when you're having sex, and you just feel like, oh my God, when you come with sex, it's like, ah. So you have that deep connection with them. I can't stop laughing, right? You have that deep connection with them when you have sex, and it's like, I don't know, you just feel so in love. Sometimes you feel so good. You feel so great, right? That's when you're having good sex. Sometimes you have sex and then you're like, oh my God, can this be done? Get off. Anyway, and then there's sometimes you have to fake it. Fake it till it make it, girl. Fake it till it make it. Ah, ah. No, that's more like a bird. Let me get serious, guys. Sorry. It's a sex. It's more like you'll be faking it and you're like, so, that's the problem. So you have good sex and bad sex, okay? We don't want to be faking it around here, guys. Anyway, let me get back to my topics. Okay, number 2. You use sex to reconnect or gain reassurance. Ladies, and I do it, okay? I've done it, not doing it. I've done it. You would get some good ass sex. Ladies, please relate. DM me right now. Please relate. You would get some really, really good sex. And when you get it, you're like, oh my God, I think he loves me. Oh my God, I think he wants me. Oh my God, he's really into me. Girls, he's just good at sex. That's all it is. He is awesome. He is awesome and good at sex. That's it. Don't put a label on it, okay? Don't put it as more as this. No reassurance. Number 3 is going to be post-sex anxiety when he withdraws again. So ladies, again, these anxieties, when it plays on you, it's just crazy. Anxiety, anxiety, anxiety. I'm just saying, sex is something that you should just go ahead and just, have it. You know, you can't not have it. I'm not saying to go around and have it. Don't get me wrong, please. But I'm just saying it's something where it's when, you know, when you have anxiety with sex, I mean, sometimes you will, but I'm just saying it's good for you to just, if you're having good sex, have your good sex. It's a stress reliever. Believe it or not. Okay. So you ever see those ladies that's so like negative and miserable? You ever see those men that is really miserable, negative? I would say like 60 to 70%. These people are lacking of sex. They are. Believe it or not. When you're lacking of sex, I think it really sees up a part of your brain. And you really can't function. The right you is not there. Anyway, guys, that's a joke, okay? That's not real psychology, okay? That's a joke. But that's how I just envision it in my brain, okay? That's my vision. Let me just put a disclaimer. This is not psychology. This is just my brain, okay? That's how I envision it. When you're lacking sex, you are uptight, you are miserable, you are so negative, and you're just angry altogether. So anyway, let me move on from that topic. So those are your problems, okay? With when sex becomes a substitute for love. Those are your topics there for your problems. Now the solutions. Shift from sexual validation to emotional boundaries. So ladies, you're going to shift your sex thoughts. Shift getting that good, great sex, okay? Shift it to the side. Now you're going to start thinking about the boundaries that you have. All right. And if you don't have none, create some. Okay. You need to start creating these boundaries of what you need for your relationship. Again, it's about you. What's your core value? What are your expectations? What is it that you need for your relationship to be like? And start considering that instead of putting sex into the plate. Simple. You see, guys, I can get serious too about sex. So anyway, number 2, the no contact equal clarity method. Okay. So no contact, again, sometimes you all need clarity with what you're doing when sex and you're having a relationships and you're including great sex. And most of the time is when you're getting good sex. You're not getting bad sex and going to go down this rabbit hole of you feeling, you know, think that this guy is in love with you and you're reassuring and all that. You're not going to have bad sex thinking that, because you're going to want to move on. Let's move on from this bad sex, okay? It's when you have good, really great sex that you need to know, try to dissect that and have your clarity, you know, with when it comes down to you being a person, that relationship that you're having with a person versus the sex that you're having with a person. Very important. Number 3, it's going to be practice self-affirmation before and after intimacy. Ladies, I think, listen to me. Again, this is true, okay? And this is really true. But it relates to me, please, females. Put it in my DM. I want to hear your comment, because right now, it's just weird. You know, it's good to it's very good for you to do it, but it does feel weird for me to doing my affirmations before and after sex. But it's something that I worked and I've been doing it too. But it's not like I'm having sex right now, but I'm just saying, it's I can just imagine with that situation, you tell yourself of what you really want your expectations. Go back to your core values. Again, who the person that you want to be, and not thinking about, okay, I want to be this person, but then because of the sex, you're going to be another person. Okay. So just make sure that your affirmations are in line with your sex habits of what you're having. Okay, guys. That's day 4. That's all I have. That's it, guys. Day 4. The week is going really fast. And we'll say, let me recap. Okay, so this segment was just about men that don't want to commit, but more importantly, when sex becomes a substitute for sex. Number 1 problem: intimacy feels deep but don't equal commitment. Okay, again, sex feels really good doesn't mean that's a commitment. It just can sex you good. Okay, number 2 is going to be you use sex to reconnect or gain reassurance. Okay, don't reassure yourself that, oh my God, because this sex is banging, he loves you. Okay, don't. Number 3, post-sex anxiety when he withdraws again. So those anxiety that you do have with sex. Number 1 with the solution is going to be Shift from sexual validation to emotional boundaries. Create those boundaries. If you don't have any, start creating them for yourself. Number 2, okay, the no contact equal clarity method. You don't definitely want to have, just put that together with your clarities. Make sure so you have clarities going through your expectation versus your sex. You don't put them together. You need to know that you need to put them apart and make sure you have clarity with whatever you're doing, what your expectations are. Simple. Number 3, practice self-affirmation before and after. For this, after your intimacy. Let me repeat that. Practice self-affirmation before and after intimacy. This is one is a bit weird. It feels a bit weird when I do it. But again, guys, it really works. Before, you should know what, again, your core value is. What is it that you want for yourself? Very important. And, after having sex, you need to figure out, okay, this sex is not saying that he loves me. This sex is not saying this. The sex is just good. Simple. Okay? So there you have it. Guys, if you know anybody that this content could help, I always say, please share it with them. I would love for you to share it. If you like my content, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe and hit that notification button. Okay? Simple. Now, that's it. Day 4. Any questions? Look at my DM. You will see my website. And please visit my website and support me. And if you have any questions or any concerns or any topics that you would like for me to do, please put it there as well. I'll try my best to get to it, okay? That's it. Now me at one. So anyway, that's it. Again, day 4, that's the end of it. My name is Nancy Mitchell with Love Guru, your guide to better relationships. Peace. I'm out.